Changing lives to change the world. It sounds pretty ambitious, doesn't it? Well, a ministry called TeenPact Leadership Schools is doing just that, thanks to teens all across the country. TeenPact Leadership Schools is a nationwide ministry focused on training youth to understand the political process, value their liberty, defend the Christian faith, and engage the culture at a time in their lives when typically they don't care about such things. TeenPact accomplishes this through a state class held in the spring at the state capitals. There are many different levels of leadership to run this sort of class, but there's one specific level that I'm going to focus on today that I've personally been involved in, the field staff. I want to tell you about how a state class is run, how the field staff are involved, and how TeenPact is about so much more than just government. So first and foremost, what is a state class? Well, as stated in TeenPact's mission, students between the ages of 13 and 19 engage at a class to learn about the facets of government hands-on. This isn't just a classroom experience with lecturers and speakers, but they get to create mock legislature, participate in mock elections, and learn about how to be engaged citizens. So now that we've established what a state class is, who leads the state class? Well, TeenPact believes in the capacity of young people and encourages them to live by the standards set forth in 1 Timothy 4:12. So, a TeenPact field staffer is a state class graduate, generally between the ages of 15 and 19. They are vital to the state class's success because they have the most interaction with the students. They teach curriculum, lead discussion, and invest personally in each student. So, TeenPact staffers are generally pretty young, but they have a lot of responsibility. TeenPact staff have to teach curriculum, lead discussion, and engage their students and show them just how important it is to be involved in our government. But more importantly, they are called to lead their peers and demonstrate servant leadership among their friends. They are expected to rise above cultural expectations and interact professionally in a governmental setting. Because, let's face it, a bunch of students wandering around in capital attire being led by their peers is bound to attract attention. So it's up to the TeenPact staff to model how to be professional and respectful in a governmental setting. So as you can probably tell, there are a lot of moving parts in a TeenPact state class, so the staffers have to be extra flexible. For the staff team, it's considered humility to be able to think on your feet and be bold and confident in problem solving. So, say for example, if rooms are overbooked, it's up to the state class field team to figure out where committees will meet. Or if a speaker doesn't show up for their session, it's up to the field staff to be able to fill that time with meaningful content so the students don't even know that anything went wrong. Now, this is just a very general overview about what state class staff have to do, so I wanted to bring my field staff manual. This has all the requirements, expectations, curriculum, so on and so forth. So there is a lot that field staff are expected to do. So obviously a lot of time and effort goes into staffing a class. Why do we do it? Well, it's because we're focused on servant leadership. Christ served his peers and those around him to show the Father's love, and we want to model that same behavior. But even more importantly than servant leadership, we want to model spiritual leadership. We want to teach students to be the fragrance of Christ and to shine a light in the darkness, as it says in Ephesians 5:8. So, changing lives to change the world. Is it a possibility? TeenPact staff think so. Not only do they teach students how to be professional and responsible in a governmental setting, but they teach them how to be servant leaders and spiritual leaders in a governmental setting. Changing lives to change the world is definitely a possibility thanks to TeenPact staff.